You talked about some of the manic episodes, and there may be some kind of deep knowledge or experience that was coming out of that. What can you say about those?
How can I put it? There was like her thing to a certain degree in the spiritual aspect was like unconditional love. You know, all are one, one is all. And you know, from when I met her, she was really on about the secret and the law of attraction and stuff like that. And I mean, this is kind of like when the information was quite fresh. And now, you know, quantum physicists are saying the same thing. A lot of scientists are saying the same thing, you know, through my own research. And, you know, her thing was literally, you know, where everything is one in a certain aspect. It's just that we project everything as separate. And that's what, in a sense, is what's killing humanity. The simple fact that we see ourselves as separate from one another, it makes us want to compete with one another. You know, and she was just aware that, to be honest, the only way that real growth comes is through oneness. And, you know, these were things that she used to come out with when she was in her manic episodes, you know. And, yeah, it was just all about keeping faith and faith in each other, for one. That was one of her main things. It's like, all right, we can have a faith in an external source, but if we're a reflection of the external source, then why can't we have faith in each other? You know, these are just examples of things that she was saying when she was in her manic episodes. And I found it very relevant, because as soon as I actually started applying those principles in my daily life, my relationships with people got a lot better, because I really started to break down barriers. And I don't see anyone as separate from me as such. I see that everything that happens is like a reflection of what's going on in my inner world. You know, and these are things that she exposed to me through us talking. You know, we used to do a lot of reading together and a lot of studying and a lot of philosophical discussions. And the conclusion is that, you know, everyone needs to seriously tear down the barriers. There's only two types of people, really, and that's good and bad, and even that's interchangeable, you know. And you know, as soon as people are aware of that, then you don't see anything. You know, you literally see people for who they are. And, you know, a real friend, if you see that something's wrong or needs to be in order, it's your duty as a true friend to either make the person aware, not in a negative sense, but to make them aware of what you think their shortcomings are, and if you think that they need to adapt to it, or if they think they need to, and to help them. You know, you're in everyone's life to help them.
So in some sense, some of the experiences were like a reaction against the constraints and some of the darkness that's going on in society. Maybe the oppression that she was feeling in a very intense way, they were released.
Yeah, in a sense. I mean, she was a Cancerian, and Cancerians are like the feelers of the zodiac, if I remember correctly, and she did feel a lot of things really deep down, you know. A lot of it was unspoken, you know. She could sense she was a vibes person, just like to a certain degree I'm a vibes person. I can walk into a room and know straight away if I want to be in that room or not, just by the feeling I get. And she was very similar in that regard, you know. If she felt a negative energy, she'll either leave it or do something about it. And yeah, I found that was very important.